Fedora has always been one of the most forward-thinking Linux distributions in the entire ecosystem. For years, it has acted as a proving ground for new technologies that eventually spread across the Linux world. From early adoption of Wayland to the push for modern package management tools and cutting-edge desktop environments, Fedora has built a reputation as the place where the future of Linux often appears first. Now, Fedora 44 Beta has arrived, and based on everything we are seeing so far, this might be one of the most exciting releases the project has ever produced. It is not just a routine update with minor improvements. Instead, Fedora 44 brings together a collection of powerful upgrades that touch nearly every part of the operating system, from the desktop experience to gaming performance, artificial intelligence features, package management, and hardware support. When people think about Fedora, they often think about innovation combined with stability. Fedora tends to introduce technologies earlier than many other distributions, but it does so in a way that is still polished and usable as a daily driver. That balance is exactly what makes Fedora so appealing to both developers and power users. With Fedora 44, the project seems to be doubling down on that philosophy by integrating several major advancements that push the boundaries of what a modern Linux desktop can do. One of the biggest highlights of Fedora 44 is the inclusion of Gnome. Gnome has been evolving rapidly over the past few years, refining its workflow and improving performance while keeping its design philosophy focused on simplicity and productivity. With Gnome 50, we are seeing several changes that significantly enhance the user experience, particularly in areas that Linux users have been requesting for a long time. Perhaps the most exciting addition in Gnome 50 is the improved support for variable refresh rate displays. Variable refresh rate, often abbreviated as VRR, allows the display to synchronize its refresh rate with the frame rate produced by the GPU. This technology is widely used in gaming to eliminate screen tearing and create smoother visuals. While VRR has existed on Linux in some form for a while, integrating it seamlessly into the desktop environment has been a challenge. Fedora 44 with Gnome 50 takes a major step forward by making VRR more accessible and better integrated into the graphical system. This means smoother animations, improved gaming experiences, and better responsiveness for users with compatible monitors. Another important improvement in Gnome 50 is enhanced fractional scaling support. High-resolution displays have become increasingly common, especially on laptops and professional workstations. Many users rely on fractional scaling to make interface elements readable without sacrificing the sharpness of their display. Previous implementations sometimes had performance penalties or visual artifacts, but Gnome 50 continues to refine this feature to make it smoother and more efficient. For users with modern 4K or high-density displays, this alone can make a huge difference in everyday usability. But the story of Fedora 44 is not just about desktop polish. One of the most talked about features in this release is something that gamers have been waiting for: NTSync support in the Linux kernel. NTSync is designed to dramatically improve performance for Windows games running through compatibility layers like Proton and Wine. These technologies translate Windows system calls into Linux equivalents, allowing Windows software to run on Linux systems. While Proton and Wine have made incredible progress over the years, certain synchronization mechanisms used by Windows applications have always been a performance bottleneck. NTSync changes that by introducing kernel-level support for synchronization primitives that closely match how Windows handles threading and resource locking. In simpler terms, it allows Windows games to communicate with the Linux kernel in a way that is much closer to their native environment. The result can be significantly improved performance in certain titles. Some early benchmarks and tests have shown astonishing results. In specific workloads and gaming scenarios, performance improvements of hundreds of % have been observed. In fact, some demonstrations have reported frame rate increases as high as 678% compared to older synchronization methods. Now, it is important to understand that this kind of improvement will not apply to every game, and it depends heavily on how the software interacts with the system. However, the potential impact is huge. For gamers who rely on Proton to play Windows titles on Linux, NTSync could eliminate one of the last major performance barriers. This development also reinforces the growing partnership between the Linux community and companies like Valve that are investing heavily in Linux gaming. With the success of devices like the Steam Deck and the ongoing improvements in Proton, the Linux gaming ecosystem has entered a new era. Fedora adopting technologies like NTSync early helps push the entire ecosystem forward. Beyond gaming performance, Fedora 44 also introduces a fascinating integration of artificial intelligence tools directly into the operating system. One of the standout additions is built-in support for OpenAI's Whisper speech-to-text system. Whisper has become widely known as one of the most accurate and versatile speech recognition models available today. It can transcribe spoken language into text with impressive accuracy, even across multiple languages and accents. Integrating Whisper into the Fedora environment opens the door to a wide range of possibilities. Users could transcribe voice recordings, dictate notes, generate subtitles for videos, or convert spoken meetings into written documentation directly on their system. For content creators, journalists, students, and professionals who frequently work with audio recordings, having a powerful speech-to-text engine available locally could be incredibly useful. Another exciting development in Fedora 44 is the official inclusion of the Nix package manager in Fedora repositories. Nix is known for its unique approach to package management, focusing on reproducibility and isolated environments. Unlike traditional package managers that install software directly into the system, Nix builds packages in isolated locations and ensures the dependencies do not conflict with one another. This model offers significant advantages for developers who need to manage complex software environments. By allowing multiple versions of the same software to coexist without interference, Nix can simplify development workflows and reduce dependency conflicts. Fedora including Nix in its repositories signals an openness to diverse package management approaches and provides users with powerful tools to customize their systems. At the same time, Fedora 44 continues its transition toward the modern DNF5 package manager. DNF has long been the default package management tool for Fedora, but DNF5 represents a major redesign aimed at improving speed, efficiency, and consistency. One of the key goals of DNF5 is to unify package management across different parts of the system. Instead of having multiple separate tools for installing, updating, and managing software, DNF5 brings everything together under a more streamlined interface. Users can expect faster package installations, improved dependency resolution, and a cleaner command structure. For people who manage servers or maintain large Fedora deployments, these improvements can translate into significant time savings and easier automation. The desktop environment landscape within Fedora 44 is also evolving in interesting ways. While Gnome remains the flagship desktop environment for Fedora Workstation, the KDE spin of Fedora is receiving major attention with the inclusion of KDE Plasma 6.6. KDE Plasma has long been known for its flexibility and customization options, and the move to the Plasma 6 series represents a major technological shift. Plasma 6 is built on modern frameworks and improved graphics technologies, allowing for smoother animations and better performance on Wayland. Fedora's KDE spin with Plasma 6.6 introduces a redesigned first boot experience aimed at making the system more welcoming for new users. When someone installs Fedora with the KDE desktop, they are greeted with a guided setup process that helps them configure key features and understand the environment. This focus on onboarding is important because Linux distributions often struggle with first impressions. A polished first boot experience can make a huge difference in helping new users feel comfortable exploring the system. Another desktop environment receiving attention in Fedora 44 is Budgie. Budgie has traditionally relied on certain components of the X11 display system, but with Fedora 44, the Budgie desktop is moving toward a fully Wayland-native architecture. Wayland has been gradually replacing the older X11 system across the Linux ecosystem because it offers improved security and better support for modern graphics hardware. Transitioning an entire desktop environment to Wayland is not a trivial task. It requires rewriting or adapting many underlying components to work with the new display protocol. By making Budgie fully Wayland-native, Fedora is helping ensure that the desktop environment remains compatible with the future direction of Linux graphics development. Fedora 44 also brings improvements for ARM-based hardware. ARM processors are becoming increasingly important in the computing world, especially with the rise of efficient laptop chips and single-board computers. Many modern laptops and development boards now use ARM architectures instead of traditional x86 processors. The Fedora project has been steadily expanding its ARM support, and Fedora 44 continues that effort with better compatibility and improved hardware enablement for ARM laptops. This means better power management, improved driver support, and smoother overall performance on ARM devices. For users who enjoy experimenting with different Linux software, the Fedora Games Lab spin is also undergoing an interesting change. In Fedora 44, the Games Lab environment is switching to KDE Plasma as its default desktop. This move could provide a more visually polished and flexible environment. For gamers exploring open-source games included in the distribution, the Games Lab spin is designed to showcase a wide range of open-source games that run natively on Linux. While it may not replace major commercial gaming platforms, it provides a fun way to discover creative projects built by the open-source community. Taken together, all of these changes paint a picture of an operating system that is evolving rapidly to meet the needs of modern users. Fedora 44 is not just about adding features. It represents a broader vision of what the Linux desktop can become when innovation, community collaboration, and cutting-edge technology come together. For everyday users, Fedora 44 promises a smoother and more polished desktop experience. Features like improved fractional scaling and variable refresh rate support make the system feel more responsive and visually refined. These improvements help ensure that Linux desktops can compete with commercial operating systems in terms of usability and performance. For gamers, the introduction of NTSync support could be a game changer. The possibility of dramatically improved performance for Windows games running through Proton means that Linux gaming continues to close the gap with native Windows experiences, if the early benchmarks are any indication. This technology could remove some of the last remaining obstacles preventing gamers from switching to Linux full-time. For developers and power users, tools like the Nix package manager and the evolving DNF5 ecosystem provide powerful new ways to manage software environments. These capabilities make Fedora an attractive platform for building complex applications and experimenting with cutting-edge technologies. And for creators and professionals who work with audio and video content, the integration of Whisper, speech recognition, introduces an exciting glimpse into how artificial intelligence tools might become a standard part of everyday computing workflows. Fedora has always served as a kind of preview window into the future of Linux. Technologies that debut in Fedora often make their way into other distributions after they mature. That means Fedora 44 is not just important for Fedora users, it could influence the direction of the entire Linux ecosystem over the next several years. Of course, this is still the beta release, which means there may still be bugs and unfinished components. Beta versions exist specifically so that the community can test new features, report issues, and help developers refine the final release. Fedora's open development model encourages users to participate in this testing process. But even at this early stage, Fedora 44 already looks incredibly promising. The combination of performance improvements, modern desktop enhancements, AI integration, and expanded hardware support makes it one of the most feature-packed Fedora releases in recent memory. For long-time Linux users, Fedora 44 represents another step forward in the ongoing evolution of open computing. For newcomers considering trying Linux for the first time, it offers a polished and powerful platform that demonstrates just how far the Linux desktop has come. And for the broader technology world, Fedora 44 sends a clear message that the Linux ecosystem continues to innovate at a rapid pace. Whether you are interested in gaming, development, artificial intelligence, or simply having a fast and reliable operating system, Fedora 44 is shaping up to be a release worth watching very closely.